used to say I lived my life a quarter mile at a time. And I think that's why we were brothers. Because you did too.
Now me and the mad scientist got.
Well guys, welcome to today's video. I want to thank everybody involved. We finally have hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Really pushed hard trying to make some good content that you guys would like to see. But today's video we are going to be, I'm just going to be kind of catching you up with where I'm at with both the Silvia as well as the GTR. So let's get today's video started. And if you like this type of content, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Well, you guys can see the hood's back on the car, and hood latch, everything's all assembled there. I need to attach the horns, which I made myself. There's some aluminum brackets that I still need to drill out so I can get those mounted. Got some black couplers for the engine bay, which are kind of mocked on there. Still have to tighten them all down. Still having some issues. I resoldered the mass airflow sensor. I'm still getting weird idling issues where it won't rev above like 2,000 RPMs or 1,500 RPMs, and it just goes from 700 to 1,500, so it makes it basically impossible to drive on the street. So if you guys have dealt with that, let me know what you guys think it could be. I'm thinking either the throttle positioner sensor or maybe like the idle air control valve. Don't really know. I'm it's the first time I've ever really had to deal with anything like this. I've usually only worked on cars that are kind of newer besides my Skyline. Never had issues with stuff really not working before. So give me some help with that. I'd appreciate it. But the hood's on. It's all clean. Need to get some windshield wipers. Like I said earlier, we're cleaning these door jambs out. So I'm going to finish today's video off by polishing the door jambs, getting the rubber trim seal pieces on, reattaching the window retainer, and I think that'll be about it. I'll probably scrub this area up a little bit more, get that cleaned up. Gonna wait to probably reassemble the car until like early spring because my wife's MDX is having issues and we're gonna have to go probably buy a brand new car. So I'm gonna just park this and let it sit and recoup my finances for the next 5-6 months because I've been spending too much money. So we've got these areas of the front bumper beam cut out here to fit around the intercooler piping because it was touching, so I got that cut out. I'm going to grind it down and repaint it. And then we just cut out these little areas right here, so where this used to kind of extend over, didn't fit with the intercooler, so I shaved that off from here to there on each side. So yeah, I've got the front bumper support beam on. Looks good. And what I'm going to be working on here today is I went ahead and ordered some more screws from Nissan. I'm always ordering screws because most of them are all rusty and old. We've got the mirrors off. I'll get those repainted. I've got the little side spat pieces off as well, so I'm going to get these repainted as well as the spoiler. I went ahead and pounded the quarter panel out from the inside. I'm going to remove the bumper and just fix up that little bit of chip paint that's going to lead to rust repair on that quarter panel. So I need to kind of get that preserved, and I'll just spray it with that paint that I bought. But today I'm going to Scotch-Brite all this out, and I'm going to reinstall the window retainers so I can at least get this put back together. And these are the screws that I ordered because some of them were like rusty and stuff, and I mean the threads are good, but if I need to take them out again later, they're probably going to be stripped. So I figured while Nissan has them, I might as well get a couple new ones. And these were the ones just along the side here, so I'll get to work. And I wanted to ask your guys' advice. I've never dealt with anything like this, but this window is basically needing to be resealed. What type of sealant do I use for something like that? I don't know. If you guys have anything that you recommend, I've never had to seal any type of window, so I'm going to probably pull that whole thing off and reseal it myself, or I guess I could take it to like a glass shop too, but let me know on that. this all cleaned up, I'm gonna polish this out and then reassemble the bottom trim and the retainer. Get this started. Got everything polished and waxed and sealed and properly cleaned off. We're going to go ahead and put on the door striker and reassemble everything. Get the car kind of coming back together. Like this soft plastic or like rubber material on the striker, so that'll help the door close a little smoother. They're still in good shape, so I'm just going to leave them. You can see I spent all the time kind of scrubbing all this stuff out. I don't want to buy a new window trim because this is still in good shape. And the retainer is in decent shape too. The retainer for a new one's like $350 plus this trim. I don't want to spend $800 on this car because this car is just not as valuable as the GTR. So let's get this stuff put back in. Alright, let's take a look at it, guys. So we've got everything installed, and now you can see when you open the door that all these door jambs look as good as the exterior body. That's what I was trying to go for. So this is going to look really clean all the way up into here. And the window retainer fits good. The striker looks good. Last thing I got to clean up is these door jambs here. And then when you pop the trunk as well. But everything closes up nice. I think I may go ahead and replace these because these are getting kind of a little aged and a little hard. If anybody knows a place to get any new inside weather seals, please let me know. I've been trying to find these for about 6 months. They are all dried out and they're hard as a rock, especially right here. And it's causing the paint to be scratched through. So I would like to replace these. If anybody knows or has a good used set that I could buy, let me know. And I'm gonna have to go ahead and replace this because this just looks so sad, that window trim there. It's like 200 bucks for that piece. It's ridiculous, but I'm gonna order one from Z1. But yeah, inside of this one looks really good too. Trying to get the car as close to as new condition with the limited skills, and it's basically just time consuming to clean this stuff. But that shined up really nice. It's really gunky before. These are all covered in grease. They look like crap. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just reassemble the stereo and the dash, get the interior kind of put back together, and then I'm gonna call it a day on the car, pull it out, get to work on the MDX. All right, let's move the cars around. All right, let's go ahead and start this. There we go, that's running. I've got the HGS boost control sitting here, and I can't decide if I should maybe mount it up here. But then I lose the pocket and then replace the ashtray so it looks more OEM, or just build a like a faceplate and then have it just flush sitting right there, which I kind of like that. So let me know what you guys think down below.
Nissan SR20 motors a pull-up premium 1 week before race wars, huh?
Let's go ahead and pull this thing outside.
They say an open road helps you think about where you've been, where you're going.
So you can hear the car died right there at the end as I was revving it. So it could be because the blow-off valve is leaking boost into the atmosphere. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get the MDX in. So I've been doing a lot of laundry today, trying to get the house work caught up on, as well as getting the work done in the garage, having some beer, enjoying myself. But where this video is going to end today, we've got the car up on the ramps. Had to step them up with 2x6s to get it up there without ruining the front end. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this entire section of this shelf here, organize this area. I want to get the hood off of the car. I want to get set up on top of the roof, and then once the shelf and everything is good to go, I can disassemble all this stuff and have a nice good workspace to organize all my accessories while I'm working. And these, I picked up this new tool tray on Amazon so I can organize all my nuts and bolts and everything in categories while I'm working. So got that from Up Garage from Doug and Eric. So hopefully that helps out. So I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up here. I'll catch back up with you once I get the hood off and end today's video. Got all the new banners and everything all ironed and ready to remount back up on the wall. I've got the HTS one done. Looks really nice. And then just to touch base with you guys, I was mentioning earlier that the MDX was having issues with the transmission. I pulled the fuel plug out of the transmission, the transfer case, and the rear diff, or the SH all-wheel drive. All the fluids are clean and everything is topped off like it should be. It's basically the torque converters failing inside the transmission, same as the last MDX, so we went ahead and traded it in. I'll put some pictures up. I was able to pick up a 2021 Mazda CX-9 with my employee pricing since I work as a superintendent down at the Port of Tacoma. So I got a pretty good discount on it. I basically paid like what the cost of like a CX-5 Reserve would be, and I was able to get a CX-9. So throw some pictures up, you guys can check it out. I'll do a full review probably in another video. But my wife is pretty excited. This is her very first brand new car, plus it's turbo, which is pretty cool. It has like 320 foot-pounds of torque. It's a lot of fun to drive, even for just a daily driver, family car, grocery getter. And what the MDX was doing at freeway speeds, it basically jolted down the freeway, and it freaked me out. I was worried for my family's safety. That's why we had to upgrade.
For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
All right, guys, we are ready for next week. So I've got basically the car up. I've got access to get to the underneath because I need to dismount the front pipe, which in America we call it the downpipe. Japan they call it the front pipe. So we're going to disassemble that off of the car. We're going to take off all the intakes and everything so we can get access to the turbos. And then the way Eric told me to uninstall them is you have to take the front turbo off and then the rear turbo off. So we're going to get everything taken out. We're going to get the water lines, oil lines off. We're going to drain the coolant out of the system and get everything torn down because we have the Spectrum DR500s. Those are shipping. They've already shipped from Canada. I've talked to Chris at Spectrum. I'll put a picture up on the screen of the turbos that he's kind of showed me as they're done. It's just the exhaust housing anyway, but Those are going to be arriving at Up Garage 2 days from now. So that'll be either Friday, he said, or Monday next week. So I can probably, I imagine I could take all the turbos out within like about 4 hours or so is what I'm thinking. And these are DR600, so I need to give these back to Up Garage because these are their turbos. They're not mine. I have not paid for them. So I need to pull those out and bring them back before I can pick up my DR500s, which I'll have to pay for when I get there. So more money, but it's fun. Well, I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to write some comments down below of what you guys would like to see with my upcoming projects. My next video, stay tuned. I'm going to be stripping all these turbos out. So if you'd like to follow me there, subscribe and turn on the notifications bell, and I will be back. I will see you guys then.